Hey folks, today is August the 2nd. It's currently about 8:53 in the morning. Right now we're in the right line trading trade room. I got a few emails from people asking me to do a couple more videos and that, so I'm going to hopefully try to get 3 or 4 for you guys. Let's go ahead and jump in. And I also have my CL chart open here, as you guys can see. So I'll try to take some of these trades along with the vendor. And we'll see what happens here. All right, I'll come back on our first opportunity, and hopefully we'll be able to catch at least 2 or 3 trades. All right, guys, we're going to buy an up close on crude. Entry is going to be at 40.47.
Order pending.
Entries 40.47. We don't have a lot of volume.
Order filled.
We're filled. Come on. Come on. There's our first target.
Target filled. Target
Second
filled.
target. Now we're just on a runner. Come on. Go, go, go.
Stop filled.
All right, guys, so we caught a nice winning trade there. I'm sure he'll put the details up on the chart here shortly.
It's on a short leash.
And one thing I need to change is how my stop is trailed. I could just do it manually. It's not that big of a deal. See, I have it set for 5, 10, and this should be set to 20. I think that's what he has his set to. All right, first profit target. I think that first profit target actually moves the stop up, but I need to do the same thing with these other ones here. All right, profit trigger 5, bring it up -2. We'll leave that the way it is. This one's profit trigger 3. So let me switch this back to CL. That's the way it should be. All right, so hopefully we'll get another trade and we'll get to see how this manages everything. Just want to make sure it saved it all. Okay, we're looking good here. All right, I'll come back to you guys on the next trading opportunity. All right, guys, we're going to sell it down, close on crude. Entries at 50.57. Sell on a stop.
Order pending.
is canceled. Look at this. Look at this move.
Order canceled.
All right, guys, I'll come back on the next
Look at these
opportunity.
candles.
All right, looks like there's an algorithmic entry on crude here. I'm not going to take that. That is their automated system, I believe.
I'm going to take the trade as well.
Oh, okay, so he's going to take it. I'll go ahead and enter here, buying a limit.
Order pending.
We'll see if we get filled.
Order filled.
There it is. All right, so it looks like 40.99. Huh. I see what happened here. All right, we'll leave that the way it is. Didn't realize I had this third one up there. Good thing about this trade is we don't have to make a new high in order to hit our first profit target. I really want to see if this will come up to 40.76 if we do hit that.
Closing on a down close. See the E-mini with no trade on it.
Stop filled.
All right, so got stopped on that one. Looks like it would have been good for me to just skip that trade, but sometimes they'll be good, sometimes they'll be bad. You just got to take them as they come. All right, let me go ahead and pause it, and I'll come back to you guys momentarily.
Filled.
All right, guys, we're buying in up close. Entry was 40.75.
Come on. Close on a down close. Come on. There's the first.
Target
Keep going.
filled.
Take out the second.
All right, looks like everything worked as it was supposed to. Profit target, or the stop, excuse me, moved up to 40.73.
Take it out. Yes. Go.
Target filled.
Yes, there's the second. Here we go. Okay.
Stop filled.
Unfortunately, we have an algorithmic loss, which is pulling the room equity down. We'll calculate how much difference that makes, and we took a loser. We have no trade on the E-mini. It's right into the point of control.
All right, guys, I'm going to pause it, and I'll be back with you guys on the next opportunity. All right,
The pivot
guys.
is not broken.
They're selling the down close on the E-mini. The entry is 57.25. So we're going to watch that and see what happens. For some reason, whenever I try to set up my template that they gave us, I get an error.
All right, trade's canceled.
All right, so that trade is canceled, but we'll go ahead and take a look at this. As you can see, range 5. We'll see if it'll work today. I just didn't want to freeze my Ninja Trader, so I haven't messed with it. All right, now let's try and go to template, load, and let's find ES. Here it is here, 5 range. This is where it oftentimes will just freeze and stop working.
See how that pivot is turning the market on the E-mini.
I just want you guys to see why I don't trade with the ES.
We're looking for a short continuation, not a bounce. That's what we got. Right, of no trade on the E-mini and no trade on crude.
And usually around this point, I'll get a pop-up. It tells me about an error. So we'll see if that happens today or not. I'm not going to mess with anything. I don't want it to freeze, so we'll just see what happens.
Well, we could take a short here on the E-mini, but we're not going to take it into the point of control.
It looks like it might actually work today. Fingers crossed here. All right, I've been trying to get this to work for most of last week, or a part of last week, when I did the previous video, but it wouldn't. All right, now my connection, as you guys can see here, just went back, so it looks good. All right, so if we get some E-mini trades, we'll hopefully be able to take those as well, and we'll see what happens here. Be back with you guys momentarily. All right, they're selling a down close on crude. Entry is 75. Let me try to get my dashboard set back up here.
Order pending.
All right, I'll come back once we get filled. All right, guys, we just got filled on this trade. Something that bothers me is that since I opened up that ES chart, things have been moving really slow with Ninja. As you guys can see here, it's not letting me click to alter this order. And obviously that is not a good thing.
First target's out.
My entry price should have been
I'm going to close
at 76.
Oh, man, I was just going to close the trade.
And that means my first profit target would have been at 70.
Somebody shot in a bunch of buy orders. Pushed us out.
Let me try to figure out what's going on here. For some reason, every time I try to move it, I get that little negative sign. Very odd stuff here. Let me see if that'll work here. Nope. Not sure what's going on with Ninja Trader. So that one will let me move. All right. For whatever reason, it wasn't letting me move it, but now it seems to be back here. All right, let's see if we can go ahead and get that first profit target hit the same way they did. But yeah, for some reason, once I opened up that E-mini chart, things just started moving slow. Not sure why it happened, but it did happen.
I'm not taking a counter trend trade on the E-mini.
Target.
All that upside resistance. I knew this trade was going to run to the downside.
Definitely want to take some profit before this level here.
Hit our entry on one person's order, it looked like to me.
And if we get a poke through this purple line, we'll get a little bit more profit there. We'll see what happens here.
Or a whole bunch of sell orders or buy orders at one time.
Stop filled.
All right, so everything seems to be working the way I wanted to. My stop moves up to break even once our first profit target is hit. And that's what I wanted to happen. So I'll go ahead and pause it, and I'll come back on the next trading opportunity. All right, guys, they took a trade on the NQ. I believe that was with the algorithmic system. I think that's their automated trading system. That's not what he focuses on in the room, but he does mention it when it goes off. All right, just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Oh man, look at the E-mini. It's breaking the first pivot.
All right, hopefully we'll get at least one more opportunity to take a manual entry here before the trade room ends, so we'll see what happens. All right, guys, they set to buy an up close on the E-mini. Looks like they got filled there.
Order pending. Order pending.
Looks like he only uses 2 contracts on the E-mini. All right, so 2154.75.
Order pending.
And 2156.75.
Order pending. Order pending.
Not set up with the ES yet, so that's why I'm putting everything in manually here.
All right, we're out of the trade on the down close. Save us one tick.
He's able to enter and get out of trades by using this piece of software right here. As you guys can see,
We're
buying
buying up close again.
buying up close, selling down close, so he's able to do that. For me, I'm just going to continue watching this trade and see what happens. As you just heard them, they're going to jump back in again if it gets back up here.
We wouldn't have gotten stopped out either.
Order filled.
All right, that trade is canceled. So
Order
overrun.
canceled. Order canceled.
All right, folks, it is 10:18. I believe they go until 11 o'clock. Overall, they're still up 170. Let's see what they can do here. All right, guys, looks like they're going to buy an up close on the E-mini. So I'm going to follow suit here.
Triggers 49, 21.49. Entries 21.48.75.
Order
See if we
pending.
ever make it there.
Order pending.
All right,
We got
folks,
plenty of volume to trade.
let me pause
Not
it,
trading a dead market.
and I'll come back once we get into it. All right, guys, we're in this trade now.
Go.
Let's see what our first
Yes.
order is.
First target.
Actually,
I'm
for some
closing the
reason,
trade.
mine didn't
We're out.
move at all. This is the problem with doing this, guys.
That's where you have
Order
no
pending.
faith that the trade's gonna have any legs, and it
Order
wound up not
pending.
having any. We'll see. All right, we're done for the day.
Order pending.
Like I said, guys, for some reason, ES is just slowing things down way too
Order
much here.
pending.
Definitely don't want to risk anything. I know he already had his profit target hit. So this is either going to be a break-even trade for me,
Order filled.
or it's going to pop up.
Order filled.
This trade could just as easily roll over right now and die.
Order canceled.
So hold on a minute. I'm going to get Leo in. We're going to calculate the difference between the room and the algo system and determine our actual net equity in the room.
All right,
Hang on
so
one
as you
second.
guys saw, they were able to pull 4 ticks out of the ES on this particular trade. Unfortunately, my ES is moving ridiculously slow. I'm sure you guys probably won't have that problem. If I would have left that trade open, it would have obviously been a winner. As you guys can see, they're at 2150. we're still down here at 214950. So my chart is just moving slow right now. And it's also not letting me enter and exit orders as quick as I would like. So I'll probably just get rid of the ES. All right, so we'll wait and see what they ended the day on.
Come back and taken us out with the first target. So, all right, hold on. I just want to play that very, very conservative. It was a trade on crude and a trade on the NASDAQ. All right. On the algo system, the trade on the NQ was plus $235. The trade on CL was minus 320. So the net for the algo system is minus 75, $85. So the room we make 257 plus $85 equals $342. $342.50. So that's the day. So the algo system had a small drawdown. And I mean, we'll look at the trades, but that crude loss that both the algo system and I took were just gorgeous entries. You saw the NASDAQ win.
All right, guys, I wanted you to see all the way until the end here. So if you want to get more information on Right Line Trading, definitely just go over to rightlinetrading.com, scroll to the bottom, enter your name, email address, and phone number here. Leave this blank. Don't choose any of these. If you do leave it blank, they'll actually send you all of the products for you to test, and that's kind of what we want to do here. Go ahead and test everything for, I'm not sure how long the trial is. It's either 1 week or 2 weeks or something along those lines here. Let me actually see here. They don't say it here. I think it's for 5 days. But definitely just shoot them an email or shoot them a call. Go ahead and fill this out so you can get started with it. And you can, definitely jump in the trade room and continue to watch it. I'll try to get 2 or 3 more videos for you guys that are interested in futures and stuff like that. And we'll see how it goes. I'll see